Hi, I'm Gary Oldham with accelerant4's Tip of the Month for May 2025. As many of you might know, this is Mental Health Awareness Month. All first responders, from firefighters and police officers to medics and 911 dispatchers, face significant mental health risks due to the high stress and repetitive exposure to traumatic events while doing their jobs. This is serious stuff, my friends. These challenges can lead to PTSD, depression and anxiety, substance abuse, suicidal ideation, or worse. Social stigma, lack of access to support, and hesitancy about seeking help due to concerns about confidentiality or job security are often barriers to first responders getting and staying mentally healthy. The environment is improving, but there are still hurdles out there. First responders as a group tend not to talk or complain about their on-the-job traumas. So instead, many suffer in silence. We're the tough guys and gals battling crime, fighting fires, and saving lives. If you're a current or former public safety practitioner, it's important to understand the impact of cumulative trauma and stressors. While we all have those calls that stick with us, often for decades, it's usually not that single incident that has the biggest impact on mental health. It's the cumulative exposure of one after another of those calls that does the most damage, according to psychologists. Work-related stress of first responders can be dramatically compounded by normal life stress, the business of living a life, nurturing relationships, raising kids, handling household tasks, and watching the news and seeing all the upheaval and chaos that's going on in the world today. All of that combined is a lot of emotional burden to be carrying around every day. Be there for yourself, and to the extent you've got the capacity, reach out to others. Seek help if you think you might need it, whether it's from a trusted friend, a peer support team, or a therapist or other mental health professional. Asking for help is a genuine sign of strength. There are other things you can do to reduce the impact of stress, whatever its source. For many people, myself included, nature can provide a great degree of solace and peace. Even a short hike in the woods or sitting in a nice park can give you some genuine calm. Maybe it's even in your backyard. We put in native plants and a couple fountains in our own backyard just a few years ago, and that's really become a place of peace for me and my family. It's also brought in a lot of birds and other wildlife, and along with providing a habitat for them, their presence has increased the emotional benefits for us. I realize that not everyone can create that kind of refuge in their backyard, but there's almost certainly a place nearby that offers some nature and some peaceful quiet that you can take advantage of. It is not selfish to practice self-care. It's an act of giving in and of itself. There are other healthy outlets as well, of course, but nature is pretty much at the top of the list for most people. Regardless of how you might practice beneficial self-care, remember the mantra we've all heard on commercial airline flights during the safety briefing. Put on your own oxygen mask before assisting others. Mental health works much the same way. Take care of yourself so you can be there for others. Make mental health and checking in with yourself and others priorities for Mental Health Awareness Month, and make it a routine practice for the rest of the year. Connect with your friends, family, and coworkers. We all need to be there for each other, now probably more than ever. I recently reconnected with a dear friend of mine who lives halfway around the planet from me, which unfortunately makes a personal visit impossible. He's a currently serving first responder, and he's been dealing with PTSD, as so many current and former first responders do. We'd been communicating regularly online, and he kind of went off the radar, and I was becoming increasingly worried when I hadn't heard from him for some time. I did hear from him yesterday, and I was incredibly relieved to learn he's been taking focused, active steps to regain his equilibrium. He knows he's got a long journey ahead, but he's committed to sticking with it, and he feels better now than he has in a long time. And I want to be there for you, my friend. It's a true sign of strength, not weakness, to reach out for help. It takes guts, it's courageous, and the payoff is huge. Until next month, let's all recognize Mental Health Awareness Month by caring for yourself and for others. Be safe.